Every full moon, a black door appeared in the middle of the royal palace hallway. No one knew where it came from. No guards were allowed near it. No servants were allowed to speak of it. The king himself ordered that the hallway be sealed until sunrise, because legend said the door granted one wish, but it always took something in return. Princess Alira had grown up hearing whispers about the door. She never believed them, until the night her younger brother fell into a cursed sleep that no healer could break. By the third night, his breathing had become shallow and his skin turned pale like moonlight. Desperate, Alira waited until midnight and slipped out of her chamber. The palace was silent. Torches flickered weakly as she walked toward the forbidden hallway. And there it was, a tall black door standing alone against the stone wall, glowing faintly under the moonlight pouring through the windows. There was no handle, only a single sentence carved into the surface: "Knock and be prepared to pay." Alira swallowed her fear and knocked once. The door creaked open by itself. Inside was complete darkness. She stepped through. The door slammed shut behind her. Suddenly, candles burst into flame around her, revealing a massive empty throne room made of black marble. At the center stood a tall shadow figure wearing a crown of twisted silver thorns. "What do you seek?" the shadow asked, its voice echoing like distant thunder. "My brother," Alira said, forcing strength into her voice. "Save him." The shadow tilted its head. "And what will you give me in return?" "Anything," she said quickly. The shadow smiled. "Then give me your future." Alira hesitated. "What does that mean?" "You will save him tonight," the shadow said calmly. "But tomorrow, when the sun rises, you will belong to me forever." Alira thought of her brother lying motionless in his bed. She thought of the kingdom that depended on him as heir. Tears filled her eyes, but she nodded. "I accept." The shadow reached forward and touched her forehead with icy fingers. Pain shot through her mind as darkness flooded her vision. Alira woke up on the palace floor at sunrise. Servants rushed past her, cheering and crying with joy. Her brother had awakened, completely healed. She smiled weakly, relief flooding her chest. Then the palace bells rang loudly. Not in celebration, in alarm. Dark vines began crawling across the marble floors, cracking stone as they spread through the halls. The sky outside turned black as a massive shadow grew over the palace towers. Alira stood slowly as her reflection appeared in a nearby mirror. Silver thorns had grown across her crown, twisting into her hair. Her eyes glowed with cold black light. Behind her, the black door appeared again. This time it opened for her, and from inside, the shadow whispered gently, "Your kingdom awaits, Queen of the Door."